say yes stories be about Ghana for in Juma Wabruchri any idea any personal and the entire obia. All that we want to do is we want to better the system. We want you living in America, living in the UK, living in Germany, living in any part of Europe or Asia. Say, oh, Ghana embassy around you are. You feel happy and proud to be a Ghanaian. Because say, oh, Abruche and Aquentium, na bibi toa, your first point of contact is your embassy. Now say, uni areshimo embassy, na say, aya GDA wo embassy, ewo former. Aya na Abruche na wotene krampo no, won shada enye den, en shada enhu huano. And the way Ghana in America. Now only American citizen at the same. Now only American citizen was I Ghana in the same. What happens in the say as some tour now we need to work a winsem. Into as a Ghanaian, no, these kind of things are very important. You need to be following the news, following these kind of things because and no and now while we are Ghana in America, only American citizen, no, the embassy is your only last stop to protect you in this country. And do not underestimate it when embassies issue ba na amount for church and semuna no krebeda. Don't underestimate, don't go and listen to nonsense. Listen to what will save you. Yeah, my mom 65, 70 they want to know what is happening. Person who they cause Ghana, person who says person who retire na, person who you see hospital. That is our job here. Our job here is to educate, inform the Ghanaian who is in Ghana, also outside Ghana. And what we do is we bridge the gap between a fear for any abroad for. Into idea abroad for no any move, you know, ne ya inform you mo, near be many. Na idea a fear for no any no abroad no, then we educate them on it. Into be how to fear or to Ghana, Neniate unim diakoso abroad obia or abroad. That is the job we are doing. We are bridging this. There's a gap, a vacuum be dawa, a ignorance vacuum, and it is not our fault. A nipe be ne create. So ti abrocha men dwene Ghana ho so ti Ghana men dwene abroche the nipa owa abroche hu no we are bridging that gap. We are making Ghanaians more aware. We are making Ghanaians more patriotic. We are making Ghanaians more of Ghanaian to understand and say omu kro mu nyama no very important to them. And anything else anyama we. Now what happened is today we woke up to a very wonderful news. And as usual, the wonderful news no ebeba na NDC time. Because he say MPP the wonderful news in the NDC the MPP best sorry no. Thank you, sir. I'll get in touch with you. Yes, thank you. MPP for the best sorry dynamic mail. Onjare and the Tunson sign no abetonum no ko. MPP adebechile kufu no numwi. MPP adebechile ba omi atwantro. NDC aban papa ba adebechi bia no good news. Now, this is one interesting news that people are giving. Oh, Kevin Taylor, you said it. Don't give the credit to me. Let's give credit to each other for staying on this platform, listening to the truth and sharing the truth. So I will never sit here and take a credit for this story or take credit or let my team take the credit and say, oh, Kevin Taylor, you spoke on this matter and the Ghana from Wabruche, New York, a UK for because no, I'm not going to take credit for this. My team, they are not going to take credit for this. We are all going to take credit because at the end of the day, enemy, we being focused, listening to the fact, sharing the fact for the minister to hear, no, and then the changes number. Jandam is dead. And the reason why the MPP they are struggling is because their lies is not building anything for them. It's not yielding. It cannot cut through the truth. Into the NPP are struggling. Now, this is the news that we're talking about. Mr. P, Mr. S, stay with me, team. A major scandal has rocked Ghana's embassy in Washington, D.C., following revelations of an elaborate visa and passport fraud scheme allegedly orchestrated by embassy staff. The expose, spearheaded by a special audit team commissioned by Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa, with the backing of President John Dramani Mahama, has prompted swift and sweeping disciplinary actions. Now, you're sorry, say Ghana embassy asama ye kan for almost 3 years. I remember before election 2024, before election 2020, I sat on this platform. I tried to make this message go down to NPP. Mekachom say the illegality happening or illegalities happening at the Ghana embassy in Washington DC and the consulate in New York, no, it was crazy. It was on this same platform, and I'm afraid Lady Bia me interview Nekacha to say amount for passport ho. There are some people doing business. Amount for data and the woman spoke on my show. She tried to do what? Tell us to say yemum and jandam. yebom ene yeboko propaganda ye ne yempe MPP aban ende aban papa baye John Mahama akache Okudjata Black say ombie investigations into the embassy activities. Now the abeto bia nyina ne say Okudjata Ablakwa oye den oye ambassador no oye minister ohwe foreign affairs issues no my audit team ebie investigations Ghana embassy Washington DC Hamete. Now the result is clear. Yabehu drima ekoso fraud ekoso amount for data we are handing over to people working at the embassy sebio omuji embassy amount for passport and their cotton kofo fie. People using the embassy to front their own personal business. I am a witness to that. So I sat here and I said I was never going to stop talking about this matter because there are millions of Ghanaians in Ghana. This is a big problem to them, and millions of Ghanaians in America. A big problem. Can you imagine, say, Obuha to West Coast? We are in the East Coast. Flying from DC to California takes you between 5 and 5 hours. I said Ghana to London. Now, when you make that trip, Ghana embassy go DC to make a child say, I was so free California. Now offer plane. Now oba ebe check it on your passport. Now oba say o results in way nya. You have to do what? You have to go back to California. Do you know what the distance you're talking about? But all these things were happening. So they were frustrating people. They were taking money. And my concern was that there were some people at the embassy. Some had worked there over 17 years, 22 years. What are you doing there? The moment you allow people to work in a particular environment for over 2, 3, 4, 5 years, those people become corruption. They turn into corruption because then they become too comfortable. Then they start to liaise with people outside because now they know the loopholes. And none a see Ghana embassy. Some people made billions out of our ignorance, out of our deliberate action, out of politics at MPPA. They decided to allow some people to run the embassy as their own business. And the minister released a statement to say, after the audit, Omabehu said, "Dreamer eko so ne bin sida." Intiminoka say, the minister, the instructions the president has given him, and say the embassy in Washington DC, it should be shut down temporarily. Now, almost looking for the solution to the problem. I told the minister the last time, the solution to this problem is for him to sack 99% of the people there, or else the ambassador for Obebano, who I don't know, that ambassador will never succeed. Say one pamon workers no more na. And God being so good, they have listened. So far, from what we know, the embassy has been shut down. The minister is saying, say, Obia Sari apply. They need to check the background of every single person. In fact, Papa no odi anima sa krono no ekoso. Today, the minister is saying they want to transfer his docket to the Attorney General in Ghana for him to face prosecution. Let me tell you, there are so many people and I am also going to tell the Foreign Affairs Minister, if there's any way that people here who are American citizens, Ghana who were involved in this scam or this scandal or this fraud, they should be prosecuted here and they should serve jail time. Mr. Minister, I have a lot of information I want to give you. There are people I can give you their information who were part of this scam. They have been part of this fraud for months and years. So, Mr. Minister, it should not just be that man here who is being taken home to be prosecuted. I am talking about people who also worked at the embassy. And we know their record. They need to stand trial here. They need to be jailed. We are going to give you all the information because you see, we cannot be paying people here in America in the name of politics in T. Na Obia Betina US Ghana Embassy, DC. Na Odiska, na Oyeska. Mamika Bicho, the last ambassador, Halima Mahama, and Asane Freno. Halima, I can tell you on authority, that woman cannot even write myself. Do you know that? Nana the Danko Kufuado, ambassador no oha, and son of free power no. My friend saying Halima Mahama, and I have friend saying some woman like that. That woman was not even coming to the office. Sometimes she goes to stay in Ghana for like 5 months. Before election 2024, the woman left her post, her position 8 months before election 2024. She left and went to Ghana and left the embassy there just like that. So this is the level of This is the level of corruption. Embassy. So we should not play with this. I would like to tell the ambassador, say, it should not stop here. If anybody wants to work at the embassy, people should put in the application. Background checks should be done. I would prefer that all the people who used to work at the embassy, about 80% don't come back.